Kenny Smith kind of, he was on the line with it in terms of he empathizes with Kyrie. Doesn't sympathize with him, but he empathizes with him. He understands. He can understand his stance.
That's all.
And he's accepted his consequence with it.
Yeah.
Selfish.
What was this? Colin Coward?
Yeah.
Joy Taylor. Stephen A. Smith. Fucking Brashad. Every sports newscaster there is. Every one of them is like, you should just give it up. Do it for the team. Take the vaccination. Lead by example. Not one person that is televised on TV has said, hey, I kind of fuck with Kyrie a little bit.
Like,
a little bit.
You don't respect a man that stands on principle? I'm firm in this. I ain't wavering the lines.
Well, it depends on the principle.
Does it?
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah.
The no mandate? It's the mandate.
It's their value. You can't change people's values.
I just don't get how
I might not agree with your value, but if you standing on it,
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree, but
right.
A year ago, we were asking these health workers to come into the hospital, put their life on the line.
No vaccine.
With no vaccine. Now, because they have a vaccine.
Full-blown COVID, by the way.
Full-blown COVID. And now that it was heroes.
Right. Now
and I'm not disagreeing with any of that, but all of a sudden, the vaccine's out.
If you don't comply with this mandate, you can no longer work. Thank you for your services, though.
No longer a hero.
Right. You're not compliant enough to be a hero here.
What do we do with all the unemployed people?
It's crazy because they're technically not fired.
OnlyFans, OnlyFans. Hey, get creative. Get creative, baby. Get creative. You know
Don't throw out that nurse's outfit?
Yeah. Get creative, man. You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans is giving out opportunity out there, bro.
But, again.
It doesn't have to be black and white.
How do we make a switch that fast? And then put it into law. In New York, it's law. In California, it's law.
It does fascinate me that a year and a half ago, we were blaming these companies for the opioid crisis. And now we're like,
no, they're the heroes.
They're the heroes.
They're the heroes now. They're the lifesavers.
Especially when you see the change in CEOs. And it's just, I'm not saying, I don't know what's going on. It just seems fucking fishy as shit. It seems very, very fishy.
Seal.
Found out.
Somebody must have found out.
And put it out on the street.
That's funny.
He said, you know what? I got to be tough from now on.
We were definitely playing that game.
But he lost a lot of summers because of
27 summers.
Wow.
Oh, I can't wait.
It was the all ripple effect.
I can't wait to see it.
Crazy. Yo, if we do Secret Santa, one of y'all niggas is getting that game. So I'm saying somebody's getting that game.
That's crazy.
New Kids on the Block.
That's crazy.
No merchandise, anything.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had like comforters and curtains and shit.
Yeah, they were killing it at the time.
No books, erasers.
What's the game about?
I don't remember.
Yeah, what
Name this next line? What's the game about, bro?
It wasn't a legit, if I can remember correctly, I feel like it was like a Monopoly
Like
type.
Candyland.
You play the game?
Huh?
Huh? You played the game? You had fun too. I had fun. You had fun playing it too.
Love that shit.
Where's that game at?
Yeah, we're bored right now. Pull out New Kids on the Block.
Man, you guys are shady.
Rafi thought it was tough
Outed him
because
like
he said
that?
on the block.
Yeah.
All I saw was on the block. On the block. You feel me? I just moved here.
No.
Figured I'd get acclimated with this game. Oh, that's what it
See
was.
what they talking about.
Nah, that cover, that cover ain't nothing like the block, bro.
That's crazy.
They're Massachusetts kids, right? Yeah.
No.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wahlbergs are definitely Massachusetts kids.
Wait,
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh, he said, there's a Wahlberg in there? Is that what you was talking
Donnie
about?
Wahlberg. Donnie Wahlberg was
older
the new kid
brother
on the
is
block.
in.
They all know. They
That's
all know each other?
hilarious.
Yeah, they're boys.
They're all from.
I think they're all from Massachusetts
I think
somewhere.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Oh shit.
They
Massachusetts.
were trying to be the white version of New Edition.
New Edition, yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody was trying to copy Boyz II Men at the time.
Nah, New Edition was first. Then I think it was New Kids on the Block. Then it was Boys.
New Edition was first, but everybody was trying to copy the Boyz II Men formula. I only know this because I watched that show on Netflix.
Nah, I watched it too. I just think I think New Kids on the Block were before Boys to Men.
Were they or not? I don't know.
Because Boys to Men gave birth to
no.
like Backstreet and NSYNC, and New Kids on the Block had been done.
Wait, what?
Yeah?
No.
I thought New Kids gave birth to those.
I thought so too.
I would say New Kids gave birth to
Maybe I'm
NSYNC.
Absolutely.
Nah, you're bugging, boy.
Hell no.
The same shit he's talking about. It was Boys to Men gave birth to them. Look at that outfit.
Who had the dude that had who was the group that had the dude with the goatee and the other guy that had the heart transplant?
I think that's Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC,
Okay.
all well dressed and shit.
So New Kids on the Block
NSYNC was just
inspired Boys to Men?
Like how old was Rappy? Like,
No way. We're not gonna do that.
Chill, son. They're managed by
it
the
was
New
Velvet
Edition,
Devout.
bro. Yeah, exactly. Velvet Devout. So nah, man. So ain't giving that shit to nobody.
Yeah.
Well, what's that? What podcast number we on?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the guy.
Cento, 60,
62.
Don't
62.
162. Go on, Pink Podcast.
Yes, sir.
back in the building.
We here.
We're here.
Man, it
Sober
took a
this
lot to
week.
get here, boy.
Jesus Christ, I was drunk last week.
What a time, man.
Yeah,
What a time to be alive.
Elijah, huh?
Yeah,
For
Elijah.
the people out there, Elijah Craig
Elijah.
and Ian J are cousins.
I don't know
Elijah
nothing
Craig
about
is-
it.
They are cousins, and they are bad people.
I didn't notice the proof when I brought that here.
Me either. What was the proof?
Yo,
98%.
Why would you do that?
I didn't know.
me sitting here watching y'all drink that shit was like watching y'all take the first hit of meth.
I did not know.
Oh, I was like,
My
this
friends
is
are gone.
different.
I didn't know.
This is different.
Yeah, a lot different.
This is different.
Because I wasn't pounding it.
No,
No,
That's
I couldn't.
what I'm
I wasn't
saying.
even pounding it. I was just like, yo, these.
Okay, what,
It wasn't really good. It was just like, it was different.
That motherfucker
That
was
first sip was like,
Bob, that
whoa.
first sip sucked. But after
was like,
that, it
whoa.
was like,
Yeah, because
But no, that
that
first-
burn all your taste
Right.
buds.
That first sip let me know.
Destroyed your throat.
Bub, keep this glass.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, that shit was
Jesus.
different.
Yeah, that was too much.
Copy.
That
I'm
was-
glad I got to see that. Not enjoy that.
Nah.
What did I say? You were looking at that from the outside perspective. That's usually
Yo, I like the sip. Not if it's gonna go that fast. Fast, bro. That was a quick turnaround for that alcohol.
shit.
This is not a promotional video for Elijah Craig. If anybody's watching or listening, do not drink that shit.
Just
all
that,
going
that
wrong.
percentage. That percentage was crazy. That was yeah, that was crazy.
No, my nigga. I don't even want to see what they're like. What their VSOP is like. What's the VSOP like?
I'll test it out. I'll let y'all know.
Fucking around with that in a rap video.
I'll let y'all know.
What? Yeah, Little Hurricane, whatever he was talking about.
Did we get credit for that? Because we just mentioned it for the rapper having Elijah Craig on there.
What rapper?
Any rapper. He said a rapper's gonna have.
I'm not listening to that album.
They better add us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather watch y'all drink lean.
Yeah, I want to know how that studio session
drink
ends
lean
up.
than that shit.
The recording on that's going to be whoa.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo, pop, pop, pop.
The other thing is that we didn't have. You're usually there with us,
Oh, yeah.
so
Yep.
you not being there
How'd that feel?
was like it was only you and I basically. Alex had a couple sips.
Ev had-
Ev was
Ev
going
had
too?
a couple. Ev was gone.
Yeah.
Not, he wasn't like
Cause
going,
Ev
but he was
don't-
like,
Ev don't
yo.
drink
But I don't drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shit went left. Nah, I came in here like I got to hydrate and just get ready for this weekend. Got a lot of work to do.
Was that what you were doing? You was prepping for the weekend.
Prepping for the weekend,
Need
bro.
all your energy.
You needed every fucking ounce of it.
Let's get into it.
The weekend, right?
The weekend.
A great weekend, man. Thank you, fellas, for coming
Thank
up,
you.
pulling up on Saturday.
Thank you.
That was a good time, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting
was a good
for
time.
the videographer to come back with the edits, bro.
David was asking
I was
about
wondering
that too.
about that. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, you know, I already put the disclaimer out there. Like, I need to hear all the audio, bro. I need to hear all the audio. Delete that. But for those listening and watching, hosted a dinner for the brothers and some other family members, friends to come by and eat. Got dressed up. We all looked good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody felt good. The vibe was right.
Alex's outfit was definitely MVP.
Oh,
Nah.
I'm trying to think about what that was. I told him he's like a
You did that, Alex. I ain't gonna lie.
like a
No, it was
1977 Calvin Klein model.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Watching the
coordinate.
Yeah, watching the visuals come out.
You had to coordinate.
It's not.
Yeah.
I was mad that he said he just got it off the rack like that. You ain't have to get it tailored or nothing. It just
I want
fit.
what that mannequin's wearing right there.
Right there.
Right.
That one.
Yeah, I want that shit.
I walked
me that
by and
shit.
I saw that in the
Yeah,
window. Let me
yeah,
get
that
that.
dude looks
me get that.
like how I want to look.
So you want
It
to
looks
try
like
it
my
on?
size,
Nah,
too.
we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Alex stood next to the mannequin was like, yeah, I mean,
sweater I was looking
I've
at.
done that plenty of times. So I've done that plenty of times. Like, yo, where can I find that sweater right there?
Which is true.
That one right there.
No, which is the crazy part, because anytime that I buy anything, and I like, because I don't really go to stores when I buy shit. If I buy something, I buy it online,
And it fits.
Hella dangerous.
It's very hella dangerous, but it's for the most part has always worked. But it never looks the way that I've imagined it to look, the way that I saw it looking. And then when I was like, oh, that shit, why did I do this? Why did I waste my time? But so to hear you guys say that, thank you. I appreciate it.
It built like a mannequin.
That all my shit, like I can only do it with like
mannequin fit.
with certain brands like Ralph Lauren,
Even down to the
Calvin Klein.
What? Wait, whoa.
But everything else, he ain't have no bulge. What? What kind of mannequin is that? I don't want to be that mannequin.
I don't know. So Reem, you was talking about the Calvin Klein.
Yeah. Order it online. I can't do it. I got to go and try it on. But the worst shit that happens when I do order something online, not that it doesn't look like it, but it's not the material it look like. Like it's just like that shit come in feeling like plastic tablecloth. Like what? This ain't it.
Yeah, that too.
My cowboy outfit came in right though. Ooh, wait. That's how we ended the weekend, baby, live and direct. So from dinner on Saturday to the Cowboy Patriot game on Sunday, Megatron's first game. When I tell you that boy lost his fucking mind.
He looked good on that field.
Yeah. Yo, with the Trayvon Diggs pick, I'm hoping that Vanessa or Auntie has the video, because he sprinted down, like the road's pretty much empty where we were at. Sprinted down, jumped into my arms. Daddy, he got it, Dad. Pick six, and just starts crying, bro. He's so happy and excited. He can't stop crying. So I'm just holding him. Mom's like, yo, is everything all right? I'm like, yo, he's mad happy. Mad happy. So we got the dub. It was just a good weekend, and now I'm just like straight recovery. Just I'm drinking water and fucking monsters now. 4 days of just cooking and partying and gaming.
We gotta do that the cooking thing more. I mean, not just you doing it now, but because you spent a lot of money. I mean, you're the rich one in the podcast. So
I enjoyed that, man. That was a good time. The money wasn't the issue.
I think that was a very good time, and just having everybody, being there and dressing up, and it was a good time, man. It was a very good time.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I really was happy again seeing everybody's counterpart within the better half, and that vibe, and because there's so much.
Next one's on me.
I'm fine. It's so much us four. You know what I mean? So maybe not everybody, but for the most part, letting them hang and chill and get to know one another, so that when it's like
they got dressed up.
They got dressed up.
They did.
Women
The women look good.
Came through.
Women
The women look good. Shout out to Carrie. Carrie was the star.
Oh man,
she is the star.
Carrie is
she's
like I was telling David this.
She's a superstar.
I was telling David this on Sundays. Like, yo, like I've been around her, but I've never heard her like so active.
That's her
energy
every day.
That's her
A lot of energy. I like it.
All day, every day.
She was coming at you. When she coming at you?
Yeah, of course.
It's always had it saying, yo, relax. Too much energy.
Haddon must have said that line like all night. Like, yo, relax.
Come on.
You ever see like
What are you doing?
you ever see like a Chihuahua next to like a Rottweiler, and the Chihuahua's like and the Rottweiler's just like like that's Haddon's whole life. Haddon's whole life is just like all right.
Oh man, yeah, she got the game popping. She got everything popping.
Yeah. That's why I told her. I was like, I don't even know why I made plans. I should have just had you coordinate all that.
1,000%.
It was her birthday celebrate. Her birthday was I think Wednesday before.
We had two birthdays. So we sang.
Carissa's birthday was the weekend before too.
And then we found out that Reem and Stano like to jump their friends on birthdays.
Yeah,
that was an interesting story to hear.
Yeah.
Wait. Did I miss up?
I missed that story.
I didn't jump
Was
anybody.
hilarious to find that out.
Yeah.
Oh no, the guy that worked for Chris.
Yeah.
You?
I didn't
No, your
jump
tenant?
anybody. I never technically hit him with like. Well, no, I did slap. And I did tackle him, but that was that was for his own protection. Man, nah, it was an awkward time.
Smacked him and tackled him for his own protection.
And he was a little, man. He was in a lot of control.
Yeah, sometimes you're too dangerous for your own good, and you need to be smacked.
Bro,
So your friends jump you.
He was like on 2 Elijah Craigs. He was on like 2 Elijah Craigs.
Motherfuckers don't care about motherfuckers.
That's the kind of energy he was giving off. Like he downed 2 bottles of Elijah Craig.
I was telling
And it's just
Alex
coming at me.
I was telling Alex that before we left, so I had to leave early to take care of
Everything's cool
family. We were at Smoke Lounge. No, at the time.
Yep.
I had to leave early to take care of family, and we were at Smoke Lounge. And before I left, the gentleman that we're talking about was already in a verbal altercation with two Italian dudes with big ass collars, and they looked like they owned some part of fucking Federal Hill.
And they just come
And they're
down
laughing at him. They're just like, give this motherfucker a drink over here. Like, they don't give a shit about what he's saying. And he's talking about black pride and all this other shit.
Get this fucking movie a drink. Fucking movie over there.
I'll never forget that. He said, guess what my last name is? And they're like, yeah, so what's your last name? He says his last name. They're like, all right.
Yeah.
And he goes, I bet you thought it was my slave name. Niggas is like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
It was crazy.
He was on that type of time.
Yeah.
Wow. And that was I had to leave.
It was my slave.
I had to leave at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So that was 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. And by the time I got the phone call, it was already like 11. So
nobody jumped anybody else.
So what did he say to you? What did he say to you when he called you?
he said, Reem and Cristiano just jumped.
Yo, it'd be your own friends, man.
Nah, man, you
That's
can't say you
crazy.
got no blood, no foul. It was protection for everybody involved, man. And I'm glad it ended, and we got past this moment in time. And I hope he's doing very well with his family, and not throwing drinks in niggas' faces no more. But yeah, no, that story came up. That was a good time.
Yeah,
it was a good time, and it was a very enjoyable time. Except for when I got ganged up at the end, I didn't appreciate that. I don't like to be the center of attention.
Was that it?
What happened?
Who ganged on you?
You were there, but you were handling another commotion that was happening.
Yeah.
So you and Reem were
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
Who
else.
jumped you?
We were on stage.
Right. Who jumped you?
Not with
I thought it was a
not
peaceful
with
night.
fists.
Verbally?
Not with fists, but it was a verbal.
verbally
I
assaulted?
felt
You felt
I was
assaulted?
very defensive.
You felt assaulted?
No, not verbally. I was like, I had to be like, yo, what's
What's going on here?
Why me? Leave me alone.
And then I ended up saying something that I kind of like, I feel like triggered something. So I wanted to like real quick, just to get into that real quick, because I ended up saying, so
Yeah.
long story short,
we missed this.
I had a date. My date left early
Yep.
for whatever reason.
Okay.
I know the reason, but I'm not going to tell people. That's her business.
Yep.
As to why she left early. So the end
Are
of
you
the
at fault for that? Her
No,
leaving?
not that I'm aware of.
It had nothing to do with the host, right?
No.
She got steak. We're good. She got steak. She made the cut.
Yeah,
She got
for
steak.
real. She got.
Yeah,
I got a little.
Tommy, get steak?
Steak went fast, bro.
He was at the little kids table. It didn't get.
Wow.
It didn't get to him.
We didn't get to that
I
yet.
can't believe I missed out.
my bad.
Finish your story.
So
Let me get a beer, bro.
If I can't get no steak, give me a fucking
Yeah.
You
beer.
want an empty bottle? You want
I mean, you want to keep the tradition.
nah, but I ended up getting attacked. Not attacked. I'm kidding when I say those words, but I ended up getting, the energy came towards me because, it was like, oh, your date, you're last person to show up and the first person to leave. I was like, all right, well, that's fine. And then what the hell? Something else happened, and then I ended up saying, I don't chase anybody.
Yeah,
Right.
I heard you say that.
And that triggered something, and I feel like it triggered something, but that was actually me being defensive because I was a little tipsy, and I hate when I get defensive like that because I shouldn't be defensive, but I was.
Picking on me.
But I was. But the reason why I said that is because you have, in order to understand.
Chase bitch. Oh no, it's not.
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
No, go ahead.
but there's a reason why, because for me to get to where I am today, like as far as it goes with like dealing with women or being in a relationship, like I am happy for the first time all year. Mm-hmm. I have finally slayed, like I said it like jokingly a couple podcasts ago, like I've finally slayed the demon that was fucking haunting me all year. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, like me, when I broke up with my son's mother, like I didn't know how to be alone because I was with her for like 10 years. So when I broke up with her, or when we broke up, when we separated, I was chasing.
Right.
I was on dates after dates after dates after dates after dates because I didn't know how to be alone. So for me to say, when I say that I don't chase, it's because I am in a very good space where I don't need to be with anybody and I am comfortable being by myself.
So it's not like you're making like any kind of like derogatory statement towards the woman that has your attention. I mean, you're not saying like you're not worthy of my attention.
Right. No.
But like if you don't want it, I'm still gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right. That's like I worked. I don't want to say worked because
it requires work.
But, yes, absolutely.
It took me so fucking long to get to where this peace that I have, that I know that, listen, I can probably be alone for the rest of my life and I will be okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Somebody's listening to us. Like,
a lot of people don't like to hear that shit.
It's good to hear men getting in touch and finding their peace. Somebody else like, no, bitch ass, old ass nigga. Fuck you too. That's what dogs do.
That's fine.
On my shoe.
You know, do what works for you. I'm just telling you, that's what worked for me.
I
and that's
what
what worked for
you helped yourself.
That's smart.
But now, when you say you don't chase, though, there's still an amount of effort you're putting in. Maybe it's not chasing per se, but it's some kind of pursuit or want for engagement, right? It's courtship.
Yeah.
Courtship is like when it's mutual, right? Like she's genuinely interested in you, you're genuinely interested in her, so you do things that bring you two together more often. That's not really chasing.
But if I feel like it's only one, obviously it's only me engaging,
right, it's one way street.
Then it's like that's when I feel like it's a chase, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that because there's for what?
Okay.
Nah, you know me. I mean, every time I never hear from you. You're talking to somebody. Remember who sent that shit on the text messages with the 4 times a day a woman's talking to a dude, times the days, times the months, so like 1,500 times a year a woman's getting approached by a man. And you never call me. You got to be picking up these phone calls. You're not that comfortable being alone. So yeah, I get that whole like I ain't going crazy about it.
No, yeah. So I just wanted to say that, and I got defensive, and I shouldn't have because I was family around me. But I was also drinking, so I think that's what it was. And it was also something else. Somebody from the peanut gallery said something that it was like, what are you saying that I don't even know you? So, but regardless of that,
smack your fucking goofy off.
Besides that, we good. I'm good. That's all I wanted to say.
You had a good weekend though?
Yeah, and then Sunday we were here working on the studio.
Working on the stew. Some good progress y'all got. No, the ceiling didn't cave in.
No.
Oh, yeah, all right. We good. It's not low here. Girls, okay. All good for now.
Yeah, we good. We here.
So y'all were just here working. So you did the dinner Saturday and then
Sunday, and that was my weekend.
I did the same thing. Dinner Saturday, which dinner was fucking fantastic. Thank you for that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was
good job.
Fantastic.
Good job, Reem.
That was fantastic from start to finish. I was telling the story. And I don't mean to make this the Carrie and Haddon show, but shout out to Carrie and Haddon. I was telling the story that
she made it the show.
Carrie's hilarious.
Yeah, when I pulled up to your spot, I'm pulling up mellow because we were about to have a great dinner, great night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I probably had R&B music on. Probably had some Maxwell on. I'm like real mellow, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real mellowed out.
Some
you know what I'm saying?
Some seal?
Probably. You know what I'm saying? Right? Just fucking chilling. And all of a sudden, I see. So I'm driving towards your house, but I see the parking spots over on like, what's that called? Perpendicular to your house, like on the other side.
Yep.
Of your house. So I'm like, all right. I see some parking spots. I'm gonna go park over there. And as I'm taking,
isn't perpendicular this way?
Yeah, I'm fucking it up. What is it? Horizontal?
Parallel.
Was it parallel to his house though? It wasn't parallel to his house.
Yeah, of course it is.
I didn't go outside. I don't know.
His house was facing this. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, parallel. Yeah, parallel. So I see it, and I'm like, all right, let me take this turn. And as I'm taking the turn, I see another SUV come and just like, and take the spot. But I'm like, the spot's big enough for like 3 cars. Like, why?
Why the rush?
Why the rush? Like, who? Maybe
scratch.
Maybe they had to use the bathroom. Maybe whatever, right? But I'm like, I'm still gonna park behind you. Like, I don't know.
It's fine. Now you're blocked in.
I parked behind her. Carrie had
right there.
I'm like, yo, you needed that. You needed that that space right there. She was like, I wasn't gonna let you take it.
Oh shit! Oh,
I saw it.
You're not
So
gonna
as
have
soon
it?
as I pulled in,
Yeah, that's how the night started.
yeah,
So
and
energy was
you're not
on.
gonna have it.
Right. It's not gonna be yours.
No.
And that was the beginning of the night, man. And from there it was fantastic.
just all laughs.
Yeah.
That's funny
Yeah, it was
shit.
dope.
I wasn't gonna let you get it. Nope.
Yeah.
No sympathy.
Yeah, nope.
Wow.
No, nothing.
Put your
So
life
they
at
were
risk.
it.
Yeah. Saturday. Shout out to Reem again. So I got an outfit
Yeah.
because
About to steal that hat. I was hoping you left it.
the outfit didn't fit the way I wanted it to fit. Like like Alex said.
Looking real Joe Button with that hat.
So I had to change. I had to do a little change to my outfit. It wasn't what I originally bought. But I'm gonna save that for
Put that together nice stuff.
the next occasion. Yeah, it was a good time.
How often can you wear an outfit? I wanted to ask you guys that.
That
As
outfit
long
you
as
got
it
on.
fits.
If I'm me,
As long as I didn't post it on Instagram?
no, it might be a while before I wear that again.
Like what's a while?
Like a while,
Like a year? Maybe longer?
maybe. What? I'll remix it. I'm gonna remix it. I
Okay.
won't. Well, because the back of the vest.
He's never been poor, bro.
Tripping, bro. I'm like, as long as that shit
I'm wearing that
fit.
shit next weekend.
Now I would remix it, but the vest has the pattern on it. No, you still if you wear a solid color of one of those colors, the pattern of the vest, you good.
He said a year. I'm like, I feel like it was like fall wool.
You're talking to Bub. You got to remember who you're talking to. It's
Yeah,
Bub.
like-
I said if it was me,
You're talking to Bub.
How big's your closet?
not big enough.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I got 2 closets.
Yeah, I don't really have that many.
Damn.
I got a lot of clothes. But I don't have a lot of clothes.
You
And I have a lot of
2
sneakers.
closets?
Holy shit, bro.
What do you have in your closet?
I need,
Clothes.
can you show me what your closet looks like so I can have an idea
But
of what I need to be doing?
We have a walk-in, right, and then the man right by the man where the man cave is gonna be. There's another closet. I have nothing but sneakers in that closet, and I have sneakers upstairs.
And that's like all seasons is in there, or is it like you have 2 closets and you still have like your summer shit tucked away in the garage?
No, the summer stuff's in the other closet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Well, I have to take out my summer stuff and fold it up, put it in the bin.
I can hug
Yo.
the stuff that I have in the closet.
Yeah.
1,000%.
I'm dead serious. I can hug the amount of shit that I have in my closet, and then
1000%.
I have a bureau with 4 drawers.
Oh, and I have a bureau with T-shirts and
That's because it has t-shirts and
Okay,
underwear
well,
I
and
have 2.
socks.
All of that stuff is
I have 2
considered my
bureaus.
outfits.
And that's it.
I have 2
yeah, but-
bureaus.
Yo, you're allowed to wear
2
that.
bureaus and 2 closets.
That's a
Damn.
lot of
You need to
clothes.
tell me what I'm doing.
That's
What
a
am I
lot
doing
of
wrong?
clothes.
Well, you figure
That's why you can go a year without this shit. That option.
That makes
100%.
sense.
That's a
You
lot
running
of
out of events and shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
That's dope.
I'm not hating.
That shit might actually
I'm not
freak
hating.
me out a little bit, bro. Like that much of anything, unless it's money.
No, I literally
It's
told
like,
Mrs. today I'm gonna go through my stuff and figure out what I'm gonna keep, and everything else is going to Savers.
Right. I just did that, and I'm telling you, somebody came up, man. There's a lot of pieces in there. I'm like, nah, you haven't worn it, or it don't fit.
Right.
It's old quality stuff. I'll only shop maybe once or twice a year,
Okay.
and when I do, it's
Think
like
about that.
I just
for the
became
season.
during,
I think about
during the quarantine. I never was an online shopper. I became an online shopper during the quarantine for
Nah.
no fucking apparent reason at all because I wasn't going anywhere. during
I
the quarantine.
hate the mall.
But I was
Mad
bored.
discounts.
But I was bored.
Yeah.
I hate the mall. So
So
I
it's
would
like-
online shop.
Zoom meeting's over. All right. Click. Just was happy to see people.
Right.
Hey, no, wait. Just want to talk to you a little bit. How you doing? You good? You safe?
Dropping this off.
You're right.
How's your family? Built a rapport with the fucking Amazon driver.
Oh, you're gonna be back tomorrow.
Right.
Hey, by the way, right? But Saturday was dope. I liked the event and the fact that people getting dressed up and good food, good conversation. I haven't chopped it up with Ella John in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time before your birthday was years.
Yep.
And we used to see each other all the time just because of the music world, the hip hop world
Yep.
here in Rhode Island, same studios and same clubs and stuff like that.
Who's a rapper?
No, so he was kind of like me, Ev, and Cream in terms of label, but Rico At the time, it was I forget his rap name at that time, but he's Rico now. He was with them, Earl Turner.
Yep, Earl. Yep.
Earl was an artist. It's kind of like a duo, but they both did their own solo projects. And Gio did the beats. Gio was a monster.
Yep.
Gio was a monster on the beats, man. But
he's always been creative.
But yeah, so Saturday was dope. I drank a whole bottle of champagne by myself.
Wow.
You did.
There was enough of it.
You did.
Wait, at the house?
Yeah,
Huh?
You did.
I did.
Yo, fam. I'm gonna let you go ahead and handle your weekend, but at some point in time, we're gonna have to talk about this. We are
Gotta
gonna
keep
have to
that
talk
energy.
about this because y'all different, B. Like
I was taking shots with Cristiano. He brought this stuff in.
Oh, that's why he.
It's tequila / cognac.
Oh yeah, that's
And it
shit.
wasn't bad, but I think it's
It was
bad for
tasty.
you.
that went quick.
It's tasty. Now there's still a little bit left at the crib.
Oh, there is. I thought it went.
You had like 18 bottles of the Vive in the bucket.
The Bouvet. I like that.
Is it Bouvet?
Yeah.
A Bouvet.
I enjoyed it.
This
What's
whole
that?
time I've been
Tequila,
the champagne.
The champagne.
champagne.
But
I kept yours. Still
No, that
closed
was
in
for
the
you.
box and everything, yeah.
did you get to go over the gold? Cole bought you the Johnny Walker gold.
It's still there.
All right.
Yep.
But
Those are only 2 bottles that I left.
Nice.
wow, all the Bouvet, whatever, it was gone.
Yeah. Every bottle of Bouvet and the giant one of Prosecco.
Wow. And then I bought the.
I must have had some champagne because I had a headache in the morning.
Probably did.
Well, yeah,
I didn't
I had
drink that
a-
much.
Yeah, I didn't even drink that much.
So I was like, it had
I
to be
woke
the
up.
champagne.
Champagne don't do that to me.
Champagne fucks me up, bro. Like a full glass, like a full
I had a
flute.
full bottle.
A full flute of champagne will have me like hurting.
But with a straw in it.
I'm gonna be good.
I ain't gonna let you have it.
Right. I don't know why I drank the bottle out. I don't know.
Out the bottle?
Out the bottle.
out the bottle.
Fuck it.
Somebody said something to me. What's
Drink
it?
the
What's her
bottle
name?
out
What's
the
her name
bottle.
again?
Carrie.
Carrie said something to
Carrie.
me.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
You sharing?
I know,
No.
bitch.
No.
Drink this whole bottle.
Yeah, whatever. That's what the night was about. You had a DD with you. You know what I mean?
And then went to the game next day. Drank some more.
Yeah. It's crazy how the pair of us each had the same identical weekend. Like
Right.
we were all at the dinner on Saturday, and
This
then
is
y'all
why the
came to the
podcast
construction
works.
on Sunday, and me and him were at the game on Sunday doing the same
What's crazy-
exact shit he was doing the
I
night
went
before.
to the mall Friday to get my outfit, right? And just trying to think about options if this don't fit, or if it don't fit how I want it to fit. But then, like I was really excited about the event. I started drinking at 2:00 Saturday.
Oh no. Good for you. That's why you had that bottle. I'm already leaking up.
And then
That's why you had that bottle? We're gonna get into this conversation, bro.
And then I got up the next day, fine. It's like, yo, I'm ready for the fucking game.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not wake up fine. It was like 9:30ish. I was like, "Fuck, we got to put the house back together in some kind of way." We
Missy
gotta,
left. Missy and Ellie went to go get their nails. They went somewhere. I was home by myself, and I was just like, yo. Oh no, her son had AAU game, and then Ellie went to my cousin's house. So yeah, I was at the crib by myself getting ready. I was like, yo, I'm putting all my Bills gear on.
That's interesting.
Mm.
To a,
buffaloed out.
to a Cowboys,
No, not.
Patriots.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna chill out. I just put the hat on. I just put the hat on.
Yep.
I'm neutral here.
But I'm gonna let you. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here. Hey, here he is. Buffalo had a great. That was like that game to be at the game.
Yeah.
Had to be. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody talk about the game watching at home, but being there, it was just a game full of surprises,
So up and down.
penalties. Penalties was cautious in that. It was like critical in that game.
Yes.
And it was just like, yo, and it just led to a big play.
A lot of big plays in that game.
I watched the first 2 innings,
Quarters.
and it was
Close enough. Close enough.
first 2 quarters.
Close.
Yeah.
Home run!
You're almost there.
Halfway there.
Saw some home runs.
Home downs. They got
Halfway there.
couple home downs. RBINTs.
Yeah. I saw what looked to be a complicated game.
Yeah, it was that was an emotional roller coaster, bro.
Kava, you probably would have a better time at
Live.
the game.
The energy's different.
I have-
Because the energy's different. You're drinking.
I love watching the game.
the crowd of
We were
people.
just watching the games upstairs.
Right.
I can enjoy sitting down. I just can't do it by myself. I'm not dedicating
that makes sense.
a Sunday to myself.
That makes sense.
To
With
sit
the
down
fellas,
and-
like a social gathering is different.
yeah.
I go to Super Bowl games. That's cool. Super Bowl
I've
parties
never
at
been.
Bravo.
I was telling Alex, I've never been to. Yeah, of course. I've never been to a game, a football game.
Football or baseball.
Neither have
I've
I.
been to a baseball. I've been to a Red Sox game.
Okay.
I've never been to a Yankees game that I can remember. I've been there when
I
I
went
was
to.
young.
I haven't been to a Yankees game since the old years.
You ever been to the new stadium?
I went to the old stadium against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Whoa, fight.
That's
Yeah.
a good time.
See,
too.
that's why I have zero interest in going to a game because motherfuckers don't know how to act, man.
Whoa.
It don't be everybody though.
No, it's
I
not
know,
everybody.
I know it's not
It's
everybody,
only the
but
drunk people.
Right.
Literally,
That's
the drunk
everybody.
people.
Nah,
No,
not even
it's
the
not.
drunk people.
No, this one was drunk people.
You got to do the probability of it though. You're talking 80,000 people.
Right.
There got to be an asshole sprinkled in there somewhere. You know, it's just like
7 people
you know.
that are just like
It makes it feel like all 80,000 people were crazy, but it was like 14.
they are crazy. They're just not fighting, right? They're all cheering for their teams. But there was where we were sitting. There was a step that you had to do a little extra to get up. That's like it wasn't just a casual.
You had to do a little extra.
You had to do a little, and if you didn't do the little, you did it halfway. It's all these drinks that you have in your hand are going on somebody because you're gonna slip, and that's what happened. It was like, whoa,
That happened.
yes, and they happened to be Red Sox fan, and the guy happened to be a Yankees fan.
See, I'm not fighting over that.
oh man,
I'm not either. They are.
Fighting.
Yeah, they are.
I'm
Yeah.
pissed, but I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, you owe me a fucking beer.
But just imagine a whole tray, just like
You owe me a beer, bro.
a bear. Whatever you had in that tray, I want.
Yeah, just bring me a tray back. I'll come with you because you can't carry that shit.
I gotta think. I gotta put myself into that position. Like,
I've never been
chilling
that
there.
angry. I've never been that angry, especially if I'm having a good time. If I'm having a good time and you accidentally spill drinks on me, I can't go from 0 to 100 because of an accident.
Right.
Like if you're like, oh,
I don't think
man,
it was
like, if
ever
you
at zero.
disappoint-
The people he spilled the drinks on, I don't think was ever at 0.
They were already,
Yeah.
they were already there,
Yeah,
ready for something.
Red
to pop.
Sox was losing.
Probably losing.
Right? Yeah, you're
We're
right.
gonna fight.
You're right.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a good enough reason
I
for
tell
me to
you-
start a fight.
At the game, we got really lucky. There were 5 gentlemen. One was the father and his 4 sons, all seated behind us. And I'm talking shit the whole game. I told them right from jump, y'all need 35 points. If y'all don't score 35 points, we win it. And sure as shit, we scored 35 points. But they were actually, because again, father and son, they see me and my son, like the dad's fist bumping me, man. Wait, a great game for your son to be at. And everyone's drinking and chilling. It was again, a lot of shit talk, but never to the point of like disrespect or violence or none of that. And I get that. I don't know how many football games I've been to, but the only time I ever felt really concerned was in Philadelphia. They have like a 30 to 35% asshole population.
Yeah.
30 to
And,
35.
yeah, about a third of the stadium is on that shit, bro. Like, they be fighting Philly fans. Like, Philadelphia is one place where I'm like, I don't know if I'm wearing my cowboy shit there.
That's hilarious.
You know, I might have a little flag or something.
Right.
Whatever.
Every once in a while.
That was a really, really good weekend, man.
It really was, man. It was a good weekend.
And now it's like my favorite time of the year, right? For sports, right? You got football on, you got basketball on, you got the World Series is about to
They said
start
last
soon.
night that the Lakers won the NBA 2020 NBA championship 53 weeks ago.
A year? That don't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, no, hold on. It's 2021.
No, not,
yeah, they
it's
did.
it's not a calendar year. It's
No, I
53
know.
weeks ago.
I'm just trying to.
2020. It was still in 2021.
Yeah, 2021.
They won it in 2020, and there was a season in between that, and now we're in another season.
Because it was late, though,
And I was like,
right? Yeah,
no,
because they did the bubble.
But they was just, that's why they was talking. It was like 53 weeks ago. The Lakers were
Right,
the 2020
right.
champs.
I don't know what we're talking about. That sounds
Then
like good math to me.
They postponed. I don't know.
Because when they went into the bubble, it was after that season went late.
Right.
That's when
And then
they
they-
shut everything down.
It was like only like what?
So there's a season within a season?
Basically, there was like 2 seasons within one
Within one
calendar
year?
Remember, there was a gap, though, from when they shut down the whole world.
And then they did the bubble
So they postponed like 3 months.
They stopped playing basketball for a couple months?
in
Yep.
2020.
Okay.
Then they all went to Florida in the bubble.
And when that season
right,
ended in
yeah.
what, August?
Yeah, because
championship
I
ended
feel like
in
it didn't
August.
start until like June.
So that championship they won it in August. Actually, no,
Probably later than
they
that.
won it in like October,
Because then didn't they start the next season a little later?
December.
Yeah, in December, not November. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of they gonna get this money. They gonna get this money. Speaking of NBA, my man Kyrie still not playing.
Right.
Come on, man. Let that nigga play. Even if he want to wear oxygen mask during the game.
So wait,
make him wear a mask.
so can he get tested?
No, so what happened was,
No.
New York has a mandate.
He can't get tested before the games.
No, what they did was in the beginning it was like he can't play home games and he can't play in states where they have the mandate. So he'd have been like a part-time basketball player. So
Right.
New York has a mandate, so he wouldn't be able to practice or play at home.
Yeah.
But if he went, say Boston doesn't have the mandate, he can play in Boston. But what the Nets said, we don't want you as a part-time player. You're not playing until you get vaccinated.
However,
But he's not a part-time.
However,
It would only be like
visiting-
New York and California.
but that's like
It's
half
like five-
the,
it's like
that's,
five
that's
states.
half the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you figure half of the games are at home, half are on the road. And then out of that half that's on the road, anyone in California, which could be
Three good teams.
Golden State,
teams.
Sacramento, LA,
And
The Clippers.
both
and the Clippers. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
So
3 good teams in LA that you're going to need them
that
against.
might be like another 8 games right there.
Right.
But the dumb part about the mandate is visiting teams don't have to have the vaccine and can still play. So if you're coming from like Milwaukee and
Because you
you're
work
not
there.
vaccinated,
I didn't even think about that until you just said that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
you can play in Brooklyn.
So what they said was indoor employees.
You can play in Brooklyn. You can come to New York and play.
yes,
But no,
not
so
vaccinated.
What New York's mandate is if you're an indoor employee,
Yep.
if you work indoors,
Yep.
which Kyrie would be an indoor
Yep.
employee,
Yep.
you have to be vaccinated.
But if you're trying to eliminate the spread,
Other people flying in and out, they don't have to be vaccinated. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, man. The vaccination is not my problem. The mandates that have been signed into law are fucking ridiculous. And I think Kyrie has a leg to stand on. I don't know why they're crucifying him like he's taking the pay cuts, hasn't complained one time about it. Like he's gonna lose like $30 million this year.
He's also a millionaire, so
I don't give a shit. How much,
well,
bro?
relax.
30 M's, bro.
Okay, that doesn't. When you say that to me, that doesn't matter anything because he's already made millions of dollars. So that you saying, well, he's gonna lose on. No,
That's
okay.
like all right. That's like you saying,
Do you know?
Al, you're gonna give up. You're gonna
Fam.
forfeit your next.
Do you know how many?
your next annual salary?
Do you know how many?
You've been
people,
making thousands
I hear
of
you.
dollars.
I hear you. I hear you. Thousands compared to millions is a whole different ballgame.
But I'm saying, though, you're gonna just for the next year, you're gonna forfeit your salary. You should have been saving your thousands. You could be 10,000s, 100,000s now. But fuck that. Money lost is money lost, man. 30 M's. Just because he doesn't believe in the mandate. I don't believe in the mandate. And again, he's losing 30 million, but that hospital worker, they're losing their 40, 50, 60,000 right now. And
yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think it's I think it's people that want to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like and force. I don't know what it is. Like what like people have a thing about forcing people to comply, to like do things. I want you to do this.
yeah.
So do it.
So do it. Or then I will make sure you can't do this, that, or the third.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'll make sure that now you don't have a job or some shit like that. That's crazy. That's just
I feel like I sent y'all the video of Fauci. It was the IG Shabazz, and he's like, I want to get it right. He said, as part of this society, you should be willing to give up the right you think you have to be vaccinated. I thought it was amazing. You think you have a right to be vaccinated or not vaccinated.
in a way, depending on what we're talking about, he may be right. Maybe not with this, but he may be right. If polio is killing everybody and you refuse to get the vaccine, you're going to kill other people. So you're right. It shouldn't be your right.
I feel you, but you should. The key word was everybody for me. We're still talking about.
I know, and
less
that's why
than-
I've said. That's why I said. That's why I started with saying depending on what we're talking about. So
we're still talking about less than 07.
I think there were still people that were refusing to get vaccinated during polio, and they died.
And I feel like there's people with COVID right now that's like, nah, I'm not doing it.
But my thing
and
is,
they died.
like,
Well, we have a long history of vaccinations causing a lot of heinous shit.
Oh,
like, for instance, the whole syphilis. They're saying that 72% of the people that are not vaccinated are African Americans, right? And they're saying that a lot of that has to do with the historical aspects of yeah. We went through a huge fucking years of trials where they
he was guinea pigs.
just get yes,
100%.
Right.
The father got
under the guise of we're helping you and fucking do it,
Right.
just like we're doing now.
But my thing is, like, it's a daily topic in the sports world.
Right.
Like, the dude has accepted the consequences with it, went out publicly and said, I'm not against the vaccine, I'm just against the mandate. He didn't say it with any anger, any disgust. He's not mad at the league. Like,
He's not coughing on people.
The league hasn't created the mandate.
nope. Adam Silver was like, that's it on me.
That's New York. It's Cali. But why are they calling Kyrie selfish? Why are they saying that he's not a team player? That he's not,
Because he's hurting the team.
he's not hurting the team.
lost.
Are they a better team with him?
They lost.
Yes, they are. But
Nah, we can't say that. We can't say he's hurting the team.
he's not hurting the team.
Do better. Be better.
why not the whole team just stand out for him?
It's a team. There's no I in if we're gonna do this, let's not go there. That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
He's not hurting the team. There's no you can't. One person can't hurt.
He's not
the team.
helping the team.
He may not be
but he's
helping
not
the
hurting
team.
it.
Right.
He may not be helping the team, but if a player's down, if one of your guys is down, then everybody should be able to do what they need to do to ensure that they're covering for that player. And if you're not doing that, then you haven't developed that strategy as a team.
If you talk about sports and you talk about money involved, just about every athlete, especially major athlete, superstar, has made a selfish decision to take the amount of money that they took.
Right. Max contract.
Max contract.
We could have two more superstars here, not before I get paid.
Right.
I would argue that it's not a selfish decision.
I don't think it's selfish.
No, I hear you saying.
Right, but like they did it for themselves,
Self-full.
right? But Kyrie's selfish for standing on something that he believes in. But then it's just this constant conversation of, well, trade him. And Stephen A. Smith, this got to be the stupidest thing I've ever.
Right.
Like, it's like, what?
I don't understand how there's not one person in sports media who's like, I don't fuck with the mandate either.
I understand it.
Every person on TV is like, you should have been took it. You have to take the vaccination. You're saving. You're helping the world by taking this vaccine. Am I really?
You know, I don't think. Somebody said this. I heard this somewhere this weekend, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Fuck." There may be some truth to that. You know the phrase like "circle jerk" amongst friends. You know when they're like, "Oh, those guys, the only friends that you hang with are your circle jerk friends." I don't know if you guys ever heard that.
I don't
term.
know why I had like this orgy masturbation. And we beat each other's dicks up. What's a circle jerk?
So it's basically like
I don't want this to be a circle jerk.
it's basically like your friends that always either agree with you or they never point out. They're always like, yeah, like yes men type of shit. Like you know what I'm saying? You have agreeable friends. You have these yes men type of friends, or you have friends that are like part of the structure that's supporting you. So those are your friends, right? So you don't have friends. And I was thinking about that because like this podcast, most of the time we're not disagreeing, but we have differences of opinions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we check ourselves every single, like we're not yes men to each other's ideas. Right. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Unless I agree.
I don't think those guys have those types of friends. You know, like, I don't think those guys have the time to like research outside of their own ideas. Mm. And B, I don't think they have the friends that are like, hey, by the way, what you said last night was fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Like what the fuck do you mean by that? Like, it was word?
It's not that bad a guy.
It's really not that bad.
The only one that kind of like disagreed with Stephen A. was Jason Williams. But now when I look at why, now if Stephen A. went the whole route of I don't need a white guy on my show for to be pro-black or whatever it may be. I could see that stance. But I also know Max Kellerman always challenged Stephen A's ideals.
Is that why Max ain't on the show no more?
Who's Max? Is he white? Is he a white?
He's
guy?
white.
The boxer.
The former boxer.
Yeah.
But Max knows his shit when it comes to sports. I'm not saying he knows everything.
I think he has mouth herpes though.
But he also speaks.
His face be looking fucked up.
But he also speaks. He also says, like, he'll preface statements like, "I wasn't a player, right?" Or I'm not black, which is the obvious. But like I think he gives a point of view that other people agree with. Where Stephen A, I feel like sometimes always has to, as a black man, I can clearly see you're a black man. I don't know
why people listen to that dude.
I don't need to hear you say as a black man before you start your statement to defend your blackness and then to talk about black people.
Yeah, now Stephen A is now on my high, not high on my list of
like
sports commentators right now.
He's like every day it's Kyrie, and it's like he accepted the consequences.
Well,
Let's move on.
We also have to entertain because that's what that is, right?
Propaganda.
I don't think it's entertainment anymore. It's just all in now.
That's fine for you. It may not be, but you're not the only person who watches that. So it's entertainment.
They're saying that these television shows and their ratings are going down tremendously because of you can like find the content online quicker, and you can find like these little clickbait and snippets online. So most of that shit, they're saying this is about the news. I haven't heard this about sportscasters.
Probably.
But about the news,
they all say the same shit.
Yeah, they're trying to bring in as much controversy into these topics so that it gains your attention type of shit.
But if you watch ESPN the whole day, the topics are the same. It's just different perspectives from different people.
CNN is the same thing.
But not even the perspectives are that different, though.
No, they're not, really. They're all agreeing with each other.
They're all agreeing. I wish there was a little more, like you said, just disagreement.
There's no CNN
perspective.
And of who would we say the like total opposites in the news world?
Fox and MSNBC.
There's none of that in ESPN.
Right. ESPN, FS1.
They're all their own thing.
But they have the same perspectives. You're like, okay, just watch that 5 minutes ago.
Yep. Only time I watch it, what's the name?
Yeah.
Sports is. I watch Skip and Shannon after the Cowboy game.
But what if that's what it is? What if they're chasing the same fish? Like
they are.
Like they don't know what else to do because everybody's going to online. So it's like, fuck. Let's continue to talk about Kyrie. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
And it's one show after another. Like they're right after each other.
Yeah. Let's continue. That kept 100,000 listeners.
Like the only show I really did like, I haven't really watched them, is First Things First.
In the morning.
Yeah, comes out early in the morning.
I forgot that white dude's name. But yeah, no, I just again, I'm with Kyrie. I am not pro or anti-vaccination, but I am definitely anti-mandate. The numbers do not support this mass requirement.
Fuck COVID, man. COVID fucked everything up. Fucking Chinese people.
No, you can't say that. Huh? You can't say that.
Not the whole Chinese, not all of China, but definitely the Chinese government.
All right, then, yeah. Say
and scientists.
Trump was
scientists.
Right. Yeah.
Trump was right.
Huh? Trump
was right.
No, man, you can't call it Kung Flu.
Trump said a lot of right shit in wrong context.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem, is that Trump said a lot of shit that could probably be interpreted as, oh shit, he was correct there, but he was saying it amongst a ton of other bullshit. It was buried in bullshit.
Like, a lot of racism, classism, ageism on top of some truthful shit. You were right there,
but all that other shit you were saying was fucking garbage.
We ready for that 2024, boy?
He's coming back.
My man's already get the rallies going.
He's coming back.
Trump got the rallies going.
I kind of can't wait. I kind of can't wait.
It's been boring.
It's been politics,
boring, bro. It hasn't been. I'm terrified right now.
You know, you're right. It has not been boring. It hasn't been boring at all. Actually, it's been very.
It hasn't been as dramatic.
There's no clickbait. There's no. You know,
very chaotic.
It's very fucking chaotic, man.
But chaotic is kind of like boring to me because it's all over the place. But like,
it is.
Trump was the headline. Like it was Trump. Trump
Trump was the reason why Trump was problematic was because if somebody like Trump is smart enough, then they can act like Trump and then manipulate the back end. And I think that Trump didn't have enough smarts to manipulate it the way that he wanted to, and maybe that's the reason why he wants to come back. But
he did. He did manipulate. There's a lot of shit going on right now. But
he changed some shit, but he only manipulated it to a certain extent. The fucking current administration is exacerbating it. Like, they're taking whatever manipulation he did and they're making it into a fucking mushroom cloud. Like,
I don't know what they're doing.
It's out of fucking
It's
control.
not even the federal government right now. I'm thinking it's the state legislations right now where I'm like, what's happening? The gerrymandering that's happening in Texas.
They're doing it because federal is not paying attention because they suck.
Right.
Because they're asleep.
30% of the population, which is predominantly white, has 60% of the voting district. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, that shit's happening. The whole critical race theory versus what kind of African American or any kind of
what's critical
study.
race theory?
That's the impact of slavery and oppression and the true history of America's.
And they don't teach that in school.
Why do they,
background and how
they call it critical race theory?
I'd have to really look into why, but it's just how the impact of the past is playing a role now.
Today.
But it's called the theory?
No. Right?
From what I understand it to be is that there are white politicians who are saying that critical race theory shouldn't be taught to kids because it's making white kids feel as if their skin is
they're part of their oppressors,
and it's their fault.
Oh, it's the Dave Chappelle special.
Yeah, 100%. Like the benefit for white culture right now versus the detriment of people of color.
White kids would have to deal with their whiteness,
right,
in school,
or the sins of their fathers, and at least know about it. Like, one of the topics that I hear all the time and it's coming up is the
teachers would have to
like Central Park used to be a black community.
Yep.
And they ran them out and built a fucking park. For white people to live all around, right? It's that part of history is not being taught at all. Like, it's not coming up. So you have that. You have the voting law changes that are going on right now, where you can't serve water. They've restricted the amount of time you can mail in your ballots. They made the window a lot shorter.
Is this middle class to high class white women?
It still looks like old white men to me.
Think about it though. Just think about that. I mean, you don't have to think about it now. Just sit with it. Just for a little bit. Just until the next week. Is it middle class to high class white women that are? Just think about everything that's happening.
I don't know if it's them versus their vote. You know what I mean? Because the people that are signing these laws in place, we're still looking at predominantly white older men.
I understand that, but then that means that we would have to believe in the voting process, right?
I mean, I do. I thought I did. I thought I did. So you add that. You add fucking COVID. You add mandates. You add, what's the other one? Tracking your payments on these electronic payment applications for over $600 and calling it income. Mm-hmm. So change your taxes, bro. Yo, hand my shit cash, bro.
Hey, whenever if y'all cash out the Growing Pains Pod, $5.99, $5.99, baby. Don't exceed it. Don't exceed it.
Send as many of them as you would like,
and then send another one for $5.99.
I mean, send
the penny. Send the penny after. Send the penny after.
Exactly. Two different transactions.
Wild shit going on in the world.
It's crazy.
And that's just in here, man. I ain't even going abroad yet.
Yeah. Abroad is getting out of control.
Abroad's getting a little crazy.
Abroad's getting out of control.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
That's why I only go to the islands.
It is what it is. Life is good, right?
Life is good, man. We had a fucking dinner on Saturday for it was the most unnecessary thing, but the most necessary thing I felt we should do.
Unnecessary at all, but it was great.
It was really, really good. See my people all together, looking good, having a good goddamn time. Do it, baby. Fucking do it.
You're doing the next one?
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Are you cooking too?
Yeah, that's why you saying I can't cook.
No,
I'm asking.
My food.
I said I was asking. What are you so defensive for?
I don't know. What are you defensive?
I don't chase.
I gotta chase you to come to my. You don't want to go. You don't go.
I ain't gonna chase you. Nah.
Yeah, I want to cook. I want to cook for the people, man.
What else is shaking in the world that we're in right now? For us individually.
I've been thinking about a GMD. Not necessarily a couples thing. I like Saturday a lot.
Yep.
I like Saturday a lot. I think Saturday should be a ongoing thing, maybe a quarterly or semi-annual thing. But I've been thinking about starting that GMD thing up again.
Men need that, man. Men need that.
I think
Community.
Yeah, community. You know
what I'm just saying, like,
I agree with you.
Need a space.
I agree that every group needs to group up and make sure that. I agree. Men do need that. Women need that. Like I think people need to be around people that are different than them and can propel.
But I like what you said when you was talking about the sportscasters, like almost feeling like they don't have friends that are like, what the fuck
are you talking about?
I don't know how you learn without that. You know?
Right. And so a circle where there are differences makes sense, right? And hopefully people feel comfortable enough to be like, yo, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, bro. Respectfully, right? Like I have to disagree with you and be able to, get off what they need to get off, right? And articulate the fact that I disagree.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think women need it. I want go out with your friends. Fucking go out with your friends. I don't care if it's a reoccurring girls' night, this, that, and the third. Just y'all go to a bar, y'all go to somebody's house, or sit around and paint toenails. I don't give a fuck what they do, whatever they do. Right. But have more of that because I think that we do the podcast one night, right? We have a grown man dinner once a month. Right. It's like it's very easy to be like, well, you always with your niggas. Like, boy, we went on a date. We all right.
That leads me to a question, right? It's like,
you need to go ahead and socialize too. I'm not holding you here.
Segregation that's necessary.
What you mean from?
Like,
I'm like, what are we talking about?
No, like in the context, like that's a form of like if it's just all men there.
Oh yeah,
right. Like those pockets of even for survival.
Yeah,
but like when we talk about segregation, like we talk about this all the time in our trainings and stuff like that. Like, segregation is not a bad thing. It's when you keep people out. Right, so like if we say this is our community, say if we was living on the same street, and this is black owned, this is all black owned, but it doesn't mean you can't shop at our stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not closed out of our community, but this is for us.
Yeah.
You can shop here, but this is us. You see it. Like I was riding through Brooklyn one day years ago after the training. There's a whole Jewish community.
100%.
School, all of that, right?
100%.
And so it was just like, I'm looking at that. I'm like,
from top to bottom.
I'm not mad at that.
Nope.
For survival, like anybody that we were trying to break it down to the young guys in our program was like, yo, when you go food shopping, do you go food shopping for the community or your house first?
Home.
Your home first.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay.
Home. Like, I ain't never seen you hand a can of beans out to nobody.
Community service you do. Huh? Oh, he drives a bus.
No, for a page.
Yeah, right. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it's good, man. I think it's good. I think it's good to have, at least for me. For me, I know that every single one of the people that I consider family that's not blood, I have had some sort of discussion with that we completely had to disagree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, and I have learned where I have been wrong within that disagreement, where I have been insensitive to the topic. You know what I'm saying? My approach may have been insensitive, where I have been like how else would I have learned that?
How you grow from that?
And why not? What better way to learn it than from a person that you love and that loves
you
you?
care about, right?
Instead of going out there and learning it from a person that gives a fuck about you,
Right.
And it's probably gonna fire you because of what you said, or whatever repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. I appreciate having people that fucking think that my ideas are fucking out of control.
Like I have older gentlemen that I've been around and mentors to me, and they was just like, yo, as you get older, you don't want a lot of friends. You want more accountability partners.
Yeah, man.
Like people that are just gonna be like, yo,
You're fucking up.
you're fucking
Fucking up.
You're fucking up, bro.
fucking up.
Because I don't see it.
Right.
I don't see that shit.
If nobody tells us,
Fuck why not?
right.
I'm
right.
Yeah, I'm
All the
moving.
time.
I'm moving, baby.
Right.
I'm wrong until otherwise.
Right,
Until
right.
I don't know.
notified.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm down for the GMD. I'm definitely down for the grown family night too.
After you, if Alex doesn't go, I'll go after you.
You know what, Reem? Because now
I'm not cooking. I'm telling you right now.
No,
I
hold out.
gotta check my financial situation, but I like the when we talked about doing the podcast and being black tie. I'm not saying to have a black tie event, but I would like for my people to get served.
Yeah, right. I thought about it. I was like, man, I just better get up and get this food, dog.
I'm down.
Unless Tron was gonna do it.
Right.
I'm down with a podcast with us going to a gala event.
I enjoy it. I got my text. I got to find my cufflinks.
I almost want to ask the question you was asking about the black. Why would I want to go to a gala event? Convince me why. Nah, I'm playing.
Because we may be contributing to a good cause. We may be the ones doing a gala event. I'm down with the gala event. I just don't understand why we would do a pot.
Right. Right.
Outside of that.
No. I was just.
I enjoyed the
Not
get
much.
dressed.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I did too, but I'm not for us. That's not what we do. Why would we do that?
No, I was joking about that, but I like the fact that I like that.
Just have what's
I like
over
gala
there.
events.
Maybe like 4 more years when Tron's are big enough. He could have been a way to put a tip jar out there for him or some shit. Nah, that's fine.
Because Missy was like, we went to an event to one of my friends out in Boston. We coached together. We coached AAU together, and he had a little get together at the crib. He had a bartender.
Yep.
Missy saw that, she was like, "Next event we have to have a bartender." I said,
Wow.
God damn it!
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Just like that? Just because we saw somebody else do it, we get a bartender.
I feel like if I was doing it for someone else, like if I didn't have to host, but just paid to go and cook and all that, yeah, I'll serve y'all food. That's fine. Ain't no problem, cuz. But hosting, then, nah, I ain't serving shit. Get y'all food.
Hey, so I YouTube everything. If you need a bartender,
David's it.
Oh, shit.
David the handyman, the bartender too.
No.
I didn't see that in the small print.
Figure it out.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
My fault.
I'm not saying
Start advertising that.
But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
He said, look, man, I YouTube 3 signature
Yeah,
drinks,
exactly.
and the rest will be on the rocks
Yeah, the rest
or
is on
meat.
the rest is what?
That's all it
Rum and
is.
Coke? Got that.
Got that. No problem. Measure that out.
Manhattan? I don't know, dog.
That sounds like fire. I'm down. Yeah, let us know. We'll get suited up. I'll have Al take me to the mall or something, find a nice outfit for me.
Me.
Pick something out nice for me.
I'm the worst person. Don't ever
Not
take my
based
fashion
on that
sense.
outfit, yo.
Don't ever take my fashion sense.
That shit had smoke to it, bro.
I've been looking at Mark
The
Zuckerberg
fearlessness.
like, yo, he got it.
Mark Zuckerberg.
He got the juice.
Oh yeah, dude, not fashion wise.
Yeah, fashion-wise.
I ain't never seen him in nothing but a t-shirt.
Juice.
Oh yeah.
He got the juice.
When you got that kind of money, look at Warren Buffett.
It's like hoodies and slides and jeans.
Just wear whatever the fuck you feel like it.
Yeah.
There's that iconic picture of like Warren Buffett and who's this motherfucker? Bill Gates, and they're like, not one Gucci belt, not one pair of Jordans.
Yeah, about that shit.
Both pieces of shit.
Why you got against Warren Buffett?
You know
Whatever.
Warren Buffett?
I don't know what Warren Buffett has done.
He made a
Funny piece of
shitload
shit.
of money.
Did he?
He's a piece of shit somewhere.
He's a piece of shit?
He's a piece of shit
Berkshire.
Alex?
somewhere. He's a piece of shit
Promise?
somewhere. I promise you. I guarantee you.
Yeah, Alex.
I guarantee
He had to be. I mean, at some point,
guarantee
he made a lot of money on trailer parks.
Guarantee you.
Trailer parks?
Yeah. Buying, owning.
55-year-olds and under and over?
No. Just trailer parks for
Oh, just buying trailer parks. Just buying
Yep.
trailer parks.
Buy them, manage them. You know.
Started somewhere.
Hey, shout out to Bitcoin.
Oh, I didn't even see. What's Bitcoin doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I gotta check.
We ain't talking about Bitcoin no more.
I'm not even in Bitcoin right now.
Bitcoin ain't up no
I know
more.
it's up.
No, it's
It's
up.
up.
Here we are. We got it here.
It's not trending no more.
Yeah, it's
I don't see it all over my Twitter timeline. It was all over my Twitter timeline like a month ago.
No, something crazy just happened. I was supposed to read about it too.
Any
Because-
RIPs? Do we have any RIPs? Nobody. I mean, I feel like everybody's passing away nowadays. Colin Powell?
We're not gonna do that one.
No, we're not doing that
Colin
one?
Powell.
Colin Powell passed away. Yep.
We're not gonna repeat that
We're
one.
not going to do that.
God,
When I-
he was still
He just
black.
passed away. That's all.
Yeah?
Nope,
No?
he was the first of his
No
kind.
sympathy for
No
a person
position?
passing away.
No RIP?
Nope. Sleep in peace.
Not for
Colin.
me. You can do it. Go ahead.
Death
I'm not gonna
prep.
stop you from
Death
doing it.
prep guy.
Yo,
I missed Alex
everything with
Alex
this
was in
fucking
death
weekend.
prep when you're a what do they call those people?
No, you'll get an RIP. He's not gonna get one. You'll get one.
Yeah.
He's not getting one.
He's a murderer.
He's a murderer. He's a warmonger. I'm not giving him one.
Warmonger. That's the word I was looking for.
Wow.
He's
I'm not giving him one.
first.
Didn't he lie and got
lot.
us into a war?
A lot of people lie.
A lot.
So that makes it okay.
Him and that white dude with the good hair. What's that dude?
Never lied.
Rumsfeld.
Never lied.
Rumsfeld.
Donald
Are
Rumsfeld.
people dying from my lying?
We don't know.
I'm telling you.
We don't know.
I'm telling you. It's not.
You know Colin Powell died though. Damn. I mean, all right,
yeah.
you gotta respect the man for what he did,
block him.
but not for everything he did. But you know, he rose to the highest power.
He apologized,
Black
Alex.
man.
No, he never apologized.
president?
No, he did.
He said he was.
What's wrong? He said he was wrong.
He was wrong. He never apologized.
Never apologized.
Never
He
apologized.
said he was wrong though.
Yeah.
You didn't care.
No.
Alex doesn't give a shit about that.
We didn't lose nobody else. did we?
Honorable mention. Did we lose anybody else?
Shout out to
If we did, right?
Erdis. He owned Jovan's. He was co-owner of Jovan's nightclub. He had passed away last week.
He didn't have the Jovan
Sorry to
license
hear
plate.
Yeah.
Oh man, remember that dude used to live next to my house? Next to my
Black
house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, shout out to him, man.
Yeah. Legendary
Beautiful daughter.
Jovan's, man. Huh?
Beautiful daughter? A pretty daughter?
I don't know his daughter.
Good. He probably kept her away from you.
Or
I just remember that being. I don't know.
know.
It could have been his granddaughter. So I just remember her being very, very pretty.
But
Probably his lady on the low.
yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yes.
So you know, honorable mentions. We went through our 90.
Yeah.
We're doing honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I can drop mine real quick. I've been watching this show called Dopesick on
Yeah, is it good?
Hulu. It's fire. It really does timeline the creation of OxyContin and the amount of manipulation that goes into marketing
Dopesick.
this drug, bro. What they based it. I don't want to give it away, but really, really good. Based on true events, but a fictional TV plot. I don't know if the real people. Maybe I should look into that. But yeah, Dopesick on Hulu is fucking dope.
Dope.
It's dope.
I'm gonna go with I got two. Shout out to my guy. Reason why I got to go to the phenomenal Patriots Cowboys game.
Shout out Trayvon Diggs. 7-6 games. lead.
My
bad.
guy Tyler Wentworth. His podcast is the Hire Podcast because he has his own business. Does recruitment for jobs and things and employers and things like that. But
I
shout out
did
to-
not think it was that higher.
So the shout out to Tyler, and then shout out to Haircuts and Heritage. Shout out to my man, one of my guys, OGs, Kobe Dennis, opened up
Shout out to Kobe.
a barbershop in Pawtucket called Haircut and Heritage. I will be presenting tomorrow
Kobe.
tomorrow and Friday. I'll be there just talking about community work with those that will be in the chair. So those are my honorable mentions.
Dope. Alex, you going or you want me to go?
You can go.
I'm looking for the title of this book, but I'm gonna have it in 1 second. I've been. It's a good book. It's called The Brief, Wondrous Life of Oscar Wao.
I feel like I seen the movie title for this.
I hope you did. Because it definitely needs to be a movie. It's such a good book. I've been reading it. I started reading it in late August, and I just got done with it. And it brought tears to my eyes. It made me have great days. It made me have it impacted me like emotionally. Like
You absorbed that book.
It was a fucking crazy book. And the crazy thing about it is that like it has like Spanglish attributes to it. So he's like Dominican, but he's talking about the Dominican Republic in certain aspects. And he's talking. The whole book is about a guy talking about his friend or one of his best friends growing up, and he details not only that friend but that friend's sister, that friend's mom, and that friend's family in the way that he saw it. And he does it in a Spanglish way, and he does it in an educational way where he talks about Trujillo, which was a dictator.
Oh man,
It's
talk about Colin Powell.
It's one of the best books I've read in a very long time. So shout out to that book. It's a good book. It has Dominican history on it. It has emotional attachment to it. It's just crazy.
What was it called?
The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wao. And Wao is spelled WAO.
All right, so I guess I'm going to pivot and hit an audible on my honorable mention and mention my guy that I just been put on recently that I'm in love with. Rest in peace, Kwame Ture. I'm going to play this clip of how much of an speaker this man was, and just listen to him speak on how he speaks about Colin Powell. By the way, this was before.
Oh, he hated Colin Powell.
This is my guy.
Person to advance.
I cannot see how anyone can tell me that the best way for one to advance is by being a hired killer. Even I don't see why we have ROTC on campus. We fought to put it off. You mean to tell me the only way we can advance is by being killers and killers of the enemies of American imperialism? Because who do we kill? We don't kill our enemies. Do we go to Azania, South Africa, and kill de Klerk? Do we kill the Ku Klux Klan? Do we kill racist policemen? No, we kill Arabs who ain't doing nothing against us. We don't even know them. They've never done anything against us. So it is clear here that Mr. Powell is a liar. Mr. Powell is a traitor to his people, and Mr. Powell is a traitor to humanity, and Mr. Powell accepts that position. That position was made again, and don't you ever forget it, because of Dr. Martin Luther King. If you love King, you can never love Powell.
Love it.
If you
Finish it up.
were in a position to advise someone who had attained the position of general in the U.S. Army and was offered the chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, what would you have said?
Blow it up.
The Pentagon?
Blow it up.
Love it. Shout out to my guy Kwame Ture.
I think he said that because he was asked, if I'm not mistaken, he was asked what's the best thing, or what's one of the best things a black person can do in America to become prosperous. And I think somebody mentioned the military.
ROTC in high school. He said.
And then somehow they went from the military to Colin Powell, and I think that's how they got to that point.
Well, that's one way to send out a sleep in peace.
Episode 162 Dopesick podcast. No RIP to Colin Powell from Alex.
I mean, you can say it. Feel free to say it.
Now,
That's what
I already dropped mine.
You won't get one from me.
Agree to disagree, right?
Hey, listen, RIP to everybody that has died wrongfully, especially due to COVID. And I say wrongfully because if you believe the lab leak theory, again, I have a problem with this fucking theory word. If you believe the lab leak theory, then we were poisoned. We have been poisoned. This is an outbreak. But whatever. It is what it is.
Oh, in science,
We'll live through it.
theory
Yeah,
it's the highest.
Trust the science.
It's what's the word? It's like theory is like saying that that's a fact.
No,
it hasn't been proven to be fact.
Theory has not been proven to be fact. Theory
In
is
science.
nope.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, science, we can call science theory. I'm with that. Well, because that's what it is, right? Science is the act of questioning. So we can call it science theory. But this whole thing about it's just weird. It's just weird. But whatever.
We out of here.
Shout out to everyone that shit. And we out. Like, follow, comment, share. Fuck with us. Hey, you see what we're doing? We're gonna tag the Growing Pain Pod Cash App. Please hit us up if you have $1 or $2. We love y'all. We out.
Peace.
Yeah, no, the different.